Well, hello there. Time has rolled around once again already. It's time for our weekly tarot blog, and today's date is July the 4th. Yes, we are doing it on Independence Day 2017. So I'm going to go over some cards in the Marseille Tarot, because last week I did do the format change, okay, and most of you liked it. I got some very favorable feedback, which I really do appreciate. And also, I will go into some stuff for astrology. There's a couple of really good things happening this week that I'm sure you're going to want to take advantage of. So do stay tuned into this. Okay, I pulled three major arcana cards from the Marseille Tarot, I should say correctly, Tarot de Marseille, which if you're not familiar, you're tuning in for the first time. It's an older French tarot back from the 18th century, before the meanings got occulted, before the cards got loaded up with a lot of extraneous symbolism. So this is a very, very pure, in a sense, tarot deck, and it's read as a visual flow. So looking at all three cards, which will come up on the screen now, and they're going to cover my face shortly, the three cards for this week, excuse me, are the Devil, the Star, and the Priestess. Now as I look at this, I am struck by how ugly the Devil is in this deck. Okay, he is really kind of gnarly looking, and these people are standing there. They don't look too unhappy, but they are chained up. And gazing upon him from a very vulnerable, kneeling position is the Star. Now the Star is in contact with a higher inspiration from the universe, from the divine. And she is vulnerable, she is naked, but she is free. And she is connected with higher knowledge and higher resources. But again, she is vulnerable, she is kneeling before this high exalted figure. So even though she is connected, she's not entirely safe. So we see in the next card, we see the High Priestess looking at the Devil. Now she's not afraid of him. She's gazing right over there at him above the figure that is kneeling in the Star. She's looking right at the Devil and she's saying, I got your number. I know you. I know what's going on. I got you here in my book. I know about your negativity. I know about the negativity in this situation, or negativity coming from these people. And I am protected because I set boundaries. I know what I need to do to handle your vibration, to handle your energy, and to stay connected with what's above, but be protected at the same time. And so it is with us. This is a matter of regarding negative people or negative situations in your life in such a way that you don't completely cut yourself off from them. You simply protect yourself from them. Now, how do we do this? Okay, we do this by, number one, raising our vibration. Okay? If you're above something, it cannot attack you. I heard a neat analogy of this the other day. Imagine an eagle flying with crows around him, and the crows begin to peck at him, begin to interfere with him. Well, now, he's a very powerful bird. He could rip the crows to pieces, but he doesn't bother with that. Instead, he goes up to a higher elevation. He goes up 1,000 feet above where they can fly, and they can't touch him. That's what we can do. We can raise our vibration, whether it's through prayer, meditation, rituals that you do, okay, raising your vibration and putting up those shields around you, protecting yourself, whether you do that with visualization, you do that with banishing rituals, you do that with just simply, again, isolating yourself away from negative elements in your life. Those things are going to work. And of course, to make it more practical, I also went ahead and pulled two minor arcana cards that can give us even more practical advice. Okay, so the two minor cards are the Four of Coins, or Pentacles, as it would be called in Rider-Waite, and Ace of Wands, a beautiful illustration of this principle and effect. In the center of the Four of Pentacles is like a flower inside of a square. It's growing. It's a living, beautiful thing, our divine spark, our divine self. but we need to wall it off a bit. We need to isolate it so negative elements don't come in. We want to fan that spark. We want to make it come alive. We want to strengthen our spirituality. We want to strengthen our positive energy. And then, and only then, do we go blazing forth with the torch of light, the wand, the ace of wands, the pure element of fire, projecting, putting that light out there and being proud of it. But first we have to nurture it and protect it. And then we can bring it out into the open and we can share it with the world. Now, astrologically this week, we have a couple of really nice things that are going to happen. I want to go over these with you. On Thursday morning, 5:59 a.m., I know it's early, but it's going to happen then. 5:59 a.m., the moon is going to be, I believe it's sextile. Now, I'm trying to remember if it was a sextile or a trine. It's in a favorable aspect with Jupiter. Yes. And Thursday is Jupiter's day, and the moon is in Sagittarius, a sign ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter is good for abundance. It's good for money. Okay? It's also good for other things, but the most practical thing, what I'm definitely going to go for, is do a little ritual to increase income to make more money. And you can do that too. Now, you don't have to do it at 5:59 a.m. That would be ideal, but it's not going to work for me. You won't see me up at 6 in the morning. It's not happening. We don't get up before 9 in this house. Sorry. It just doesn't go down that way. So, later on in the morning, I'm going to do a little ritual to Angel Sachiel, Angel of Jupiter, and ask for some financial abundance. It's okay, because I'm going to earn that money. Okay? I'm not asking for it to be given to me out of the sky. All right? Not looking to hit the lottery, not greedy, but understand that I can be rewarded for my efforts. You can be too. We can be rewarded for our efforts. And that's the whole idea of doing magic, is bringing out the best in us. All right? Raising our vibration and bringing those good things to us because we have opportunities to earn them. And then the next day, on Friday, all right, on the 7th, we are going to have, in the morning again, 9:19 a.m., Mercury is going to be in a sextile aspect to Venus. It's going to be in a friendly relationship. This is the mind, Mercury mentality, in balance, alignment with Venus, the heart, the emotions, on Venus's day, on Friday. So this would be a wonderful time to do a ritual for balance if you feel unbalanced in any way, especially disconnect between heart and head. This would be a lovely time to do a ritual for that because it would be very, very fruitful. So do try to make a note of these times. You can get them in any ephemeris. I happen to use, let me grab it right here. This is what I use. I use, get my fingers out of the way if I can, Jim Maynard's Pocket Astrologer. All right, this is what I use. This is what I look at. I also can pull an astrological chart. I didn't bother with these. I would just go ahead and do these without pulling an astrology chart. It's safe. But I do use charting software as well. And that comes into play with some of the stuff I'll tell you on this weekly reading. But for right now, just looking at the ephemeris, this is just some really, really good stuff. And then coming up on this Sunday night, we are going to have, which is the 9th, okay, of this month, we are going to have full moon in Capricorn. The moon in Capricorn is not its best sign for it to be into, but it is a full moon. Things come to fruition. Energies are fully there. The moon is waxing now in a secondary phase, so we can still attract stuff to us. And then you get to full moon and afterwards, and it's time to banish things and get rid of them out of your life. Well, there you go. There's your weekly reading. I hope it edified you, helped you. I do appreciate your support. I really do, and I appreciate your feedback, whether it is negative or positive, as long as it's respectful. Thanks again for watching. Until I see you next week, many, many blessings.